And we're live. How's it going? So tonight, if I can rearrange my stuff properly here for 1 sec. I wanted to try and finish up the ghoul tonight. Even if it's just, I suppose, just the sculpt, I guess. I don't think there's much more that I want to do, I guess. I think it's pretty much just the feet, I think. And then maybe I'll combine everything and just, polish it up. So it's one thing, and I can start making a low poly, and I'll try and bake some stuff, I suppose. But the goal is to get it wrapped up quickly, so that I can move on to other stuff, because this music is quite loud, actually. Let me turn that down. Yeah, so finish up the ghoul tonight, hopefully, and then because I want to, there's like some other stuff that's like feels a higher priority and stuff that I want to get to. So hopefully we can do that tonight, and then the rest of the month I'll be free to work on those other things. So yeah. All right, so really one of the biggest things that is left to do is like the feet, so I'm gonna try and focus there. And then we'll be ready to merge everything down, I think. So let me do this. Fortress, how you doing? How's it doing? How is you doing? Wow, I can speak. I gave him all 4 fingies, so he's gonna get all 4 toes. Put that one up. How you doing, man? Or woman? How you doing, folks? Find that. Just chilling. Yeah, man, it's Friday. Awesome. Just chill on a Friday. That's good. I was watching Michelle Butler interview on Sean's channel. I'm tripping out. Yeah, one of my favorite ones is the guy who did he made the Plane of Hate, Plane of Fear. I forget the dude's name off the top of my head. But that guy is pretty cool. He was a good guest, and that was a good interview. That's one of my favorite ones. I'm still trying to catch up on those because I just found it, plus this project. Nice. Yeah, if you haven't heard already, you didn't catch whatever latest stream of Sean's, He's working on trying to get a new one of those up. Hasn't done one in a while. Just been busy with you know, at the M&M thing, or just you know, this and that and stuff. So, but yeah, so he said he's talking about doing a new one soon. I don't know if he mentioned who it was, or I'm not sure who it is, but yeah. So that should be coming up at some point. I'm sure he'll post something in Discord like before it happens, so you can either catch it live or at least know that it's coming up, so you can, you know, get ready to watch the VOD or something. Those aren't so bad for a quickie thing there. Organic cacao, welcome, greetings. How you doing? Hope your Friday's going well. I don't think these feet need to be anything super insane. Just want to get, I just want to get kind of like an indication of what's going on there, pretty much. Face looking scary AF. That ghoul's coming along. Thanks, man. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I was thinking about maybe adding a tongue or something. I don't know, because like depending on how the mouth is painted, it could work without, you know. But I've been thinking about those those goblins from Kunark that with the tongue. And I was like, oh, that'd be an interesting element for this guy. So, I don't know. I guess I could make it and we could see, and then we could ditch it pretty easily, probably. It wasn't going well. You can always make different variations of the ghoul. Well, adding the tongue would be more than just like there'd be more work involved. I feel like that's something we want to commit to or not, because well, yeah, because if it was an option at all, then it would need to be rigged. Even if we had a variation that didn't have the tongue, it would still have it would still be using the rig with the tongue bone on it, right? Because we can't make a separate rig for just a different variation like that. So it's like, got to figure it out now. But if we go with it, then I mean, we could always just go with it and then turn it off. Just never have the tongue, even though it's like there. So I don't know. But it's like one of those things that's like, oh, you gotta kind of make a decision. To be at least to be like more efficient about it. And there isn't one in the concept, which I should probably pull up. But where's ghoul? There's nothing in the concept, right? Even the so this is, I think the plan or the idea at least was to have like make the ghoul and the gargoyle look similar like this, but neither of them have tongues, so you didn't do the exposed ribs. No. So yeah, I guess there's an indication that there's like a hole there. I didn't go for that. I mean, it could still be painted, I guess. I don't know. Didn't seem like a major element to me. I mean, we can always redo it as well, or whatever the case is. The concept almost resembles some type of deep ghoul. Interesting. I haven't even thought about. I haven't really thought about like necessarily a lot of deep creatures. So there's a lot we can do there. Don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Something, maybe I'll just do something more generic than more characterized. I don't know. That can always be painted as well, like repainted in the texture phase. So, because like I'm gonna bake some of this stuff down, but it's not necessarily, doesn't necessarily have to stay like that, because I'm not making like, I'm not keeping any normal maps that I make, at least. So if we decide to make changes when we're texturing it, we still can. The a ghoul is considered undead, right? Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that last time, because you know, when I was working on the teeth, I was like, well, fangs, like, because the concept has like, I guess it's less fangy than I thought it was, because I guess it's because the one of the earlier iterations of the teeth that I had sculpted was more sharp and fangy, I guess. So I was like, well, maybe the teeth should be less so. No. Like this one, it's like the teeth were kind of more sort of sharp and fangy and stuff, and where are we? And I was like, that's too demonic, right? Because the we were talking about it where, oh hey, Strange Day, thanks for the prime. Yeah, Monodo. Ryder, hey Ray, Raider. Thanks, man. Been working away on this dude past couple of streams, just trying to finish him up tonight, hopefully. Let's turn that up a little bit more. Much like Doge. How you doing, man? No, thank you. And like ghoul is a whole 1,000-year-old thing, but in my mind, it's a mob in unrest. Yeah. So what I was saying though was like, because this version over here on the left, it felt very demonic, like more of a demon than less of a like a human or something that had died and been risen like an undead. So I kind of pushed made the teeth more like sort of human-y, with still keeping the fangs in the back there. And I feel like that works, because it's still like there's still human elements, but it's like a twisted version of a human, right? What a handsome boy. He's a hungry boy, looking for some man flesh.
For we who fall.
Oh, let's turn that down more.
Make it chunkier.
Oh, Joe. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a thing here. Join Squirrely Cog. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'm bad with pronouncing people's names, so I apologize. Joan Squirrely Cog. You got it? Glad to catch an Eminem stream. Is that a gnomish name? That sounds like a gnome name. Having the word cog in there was a dead giveaway. Gnome Clark. I really would like to have some clockworks in M&M. For some reason, Sean doesn't seem to be super hyped on that idea. I don't know who heard him, but I don't know. Maybe he'll just have to go and make some, and then he won't be able to say no. But it's one of those things where it's not high in the priority list, so I'll get around to it. There's a lot of shit I can't wait to make, so it's just time. It sucks, like, because a lot of us work on this project in our spare time, so you only have so much time to really pick what you need or want to do. So sometimes you just gotta prioritize. Gnomtar is high on the list, correct? I made the Gnomtar. Didn't you see the? It's done, bro. Oh shoot, do I have it? I don't know where I saved that actually. If I even saved it. I might not have even saved it. Maybe it's in my downloads. Gnome Centaur. There you go. See? I ain't lame. It's here. It's done. It's beautiful. It's so majestic. I need to... The texture's all messed up still, but it's even got the gnome feet. Clip clop, clip clop. He's not really... I can't say he's finished, like ready for game, ready for prime time, but he's there, man. He exists. They're so rare, Maybe it's already in game and we just haven't come across one. So it's such a rare, raid boss. Goblin drew my ogre inquisitor. Request from the channel. Did I see? When was that? I don't remember if I saw that or not. Is that like a recent thing or like a while ago thing? The ogre inquisitor. Mechanical aspect of clockworks. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I haven't really asked him why. So maybe it is just like he doesn't like it's one of those things that where technology kind of ruined, like doesn't belong in certain fantasy things, like because I wouldn't want guns in M&M. That would be a too far stretch for me personally. So maybe just the clockworks or something that's just too far for him. But I'm not actually sure. I, for one, welcome our new Gnomtar overlords. I always figured he'd be a barkeep and no one would ask questions. The Gnomtar? That'd be kind of funny, actually. So no one ever notices that he's a Gnomtar. kind of information do we have on the feet here? Zombies got better toe alignment than yours truly. I guess. Well, he's a ghoul, not a zombie technically, but yeah, maybe he should have some fucked up feet or something. I'm not sure. I'm probably just gonna go with this because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time kind of experimenting with stuff. Just trying to get it done today, really. So, and we can always, if we really need to rework stuff, we'll rework stuff. But this week I'll send it to you in Discord. Oh, I did see that. Yeah. Yeah, here's the art in question. It's done by Goblin, our concept artist. Yeah, that I guess that explains why the sword is made of a gnome skeleton, because you requested that. But yeah, this is cool. I've been thinking about adding one of those distract the artist things to my thing as well. Making it like a ZBrush thing, sculpt the thing, but I'd probably have to make it like really expensive. So I don't know. Yeah, I asked if he could add Gnome Slayer to the Ogre. Nice. Yeah, I still want to make that too. Like, yeah, man, there's just like so much stuff I'm excited to make. I just can't. I don't have time to make it all right now. Gnome Uprising. All insults to gnomes will be avenged once I have my deep gnome. I don't know, man. Based on the lore, maybe the deep gnomes will have gnome slayers of their own. No way to know. They seem kind of evil to me. The one lore bit I do know is that they've seen some shit, so they're definitely some troubled youth. So they're not your happy-go-lucky regular gnome. That should be the lore. They've seen some shit. Yeah. We're still working on getting the stuff on the website too. It's just that's just another thing that's been, you know, lower on the priority list really. We're kind of like the big focus right now is, you know, getting shit ready for the testing phases. So that's what everybody's been kind of working towards, just like getting everything, any high priority shit that needs to be ready for the testing is that we're focusing on. So this ghoul actually is not really on that list, but I'm so close to finishing at this point that I was like, I might as well just like try and finish them up. So that's why I'm kind of like trying to just get them done, so that I can go and work on the spell effects and get those sorted out, because those need to be they need some more stuff basically. Ghoul Passion Project. Like cute but poisonous vibes for sure. So clearly Ogre Inquisitor should be playable. I think it is, isn't it? Gnomes uprose, but no one noticed. Maybe, you know what, maybe they are. Let's see if this will work. It's the release client, so the test client. So let's see if I think I did get in game last time I tried it, so it should work. And we can see if the ogre is on that list. They might not be now that I'm thinking about it, but it's an excuse to jump into game real quick. Okay, and that needs to be more than that. I can log in and check. Single teardrop. Hopefully soon you will be able to. Hopefully they found some magic ones along the way. Deep gnomes look like they survived by eating and cultivating highly toxic mushrooms. They are often unknowingly covered in toxic spores. Yeah, I'm not sure. The deep zone that we do have so far does have a lot of mushrooms in it. We haven't been there in a while. But I'm sure some of you guys have either seen the past streams that have that zone in it, or have seen screenshots. Still there though, we just haven't visited in a while because we haven't really changed it, you know, in a bit. So oh, it was a toe just joined into what looks like a questionable model. Yeah, just working on this. Not suspicious at all. It might take a while to. So that's how you clickbait people. You just work on questionable models. Just get two spheres in a capsule together. Get all the views. And I can't get banned for it because it's art. And the art channel. It's where the two spheres in a capsule go, man. Oops. Character creation is really very detailed. Yeah, the Beatles and lighting were great. Been watching all the videos on YouTube. Really love the work the whole team's putting in. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's a labor of love. Side. Choose your tongue length. What? I hope we eventually get an injury setting so I can pull a Kenshi no arms, no legs run. I don't know about that. That's an interesting idea though. But I don't know if that's in our scope. just have to fix that when I get to the other thing. Just eat uncooked human flesh, you'll be shredded in no time. I wish I had those abs too. I wish I had those abs, but I like ice cream and cookies more, so I'm gonna have to choose between the two. Realistically, I'm gonna always pick the chocolate. Let's be real. Life's hard out there, bro. To not have chocolate in your life. Ice cream and cookies bod for the win. That's what I got. If anything, that should be a body option at character select. We'll do the body type 1 and 2 thing, but like the third body type will just be like cookies and ice cream body. Body type 1, body type 2, body type cookies and ice cream. It's very inclusive. Okay, let's merge all these and cut. Okie dokie, let's add some divisions to that. I'm just gonna merge all of these now, I guess. Heck it. Down and down. Mesh all that together. That took a sec there. Let's see if this works. Play. Let me save this while that's doing something. It's not doing anything. How's your day going, Zukan? It's going pretty good. Yeah, that's, I don't know, it's not working right now. So I can log into the editor later, I guess, and check if we really want to. But yeah, man, my day's going pretty good. Pretty easy day at work today, so nothing too stressful there. How's your day going, Alvius? Rut MG Rutumg. Is that a guild acronym? Oh, I didn't do it far enough still. Realm of the Mad God. It's a game I play like 10 years ago. I just never changed my Twitch. Yeah, changing your... It doesn't let you really change your Twitch. You can like... your name. You'd have to like pretty much make a new account, right? Unless there's some trick I don't know, but you can just like change the capitalization or something. So that's all I've ever seen be able to do. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's avoids certain behaviors, but yeah. Can change name. I have not been successful in doing so myself. Not that I'm trying to necessarily, but like I think on my other account I think what I did was I was trying to change my name to like what I have right now or something. And I just had to make a new account basically. So I don't know, maybe I did something wrong. Gibson account name Zukan girlfriend. Top down 2D bullet hell roguelike. Interesting. That I thought it was going to be a Warhammer thing. That sounded like a Warhammer thing to me. Because I was gonna mention that I was reading that there's some news about Amazon getting the rights to some 4K Warhammer 40K stuff, and it was like a show or something because they were trying to cast Henry Cavill in something there, and I was like, oh, that sounds like it could be good. I'm not like a Warhammer person necessarily. I think their stuff is cool. The art style and stuff is cool. I don't really play the games. Well, I don't play the board game. I like the video games. But I play them like casually or not serious as a fan of the, the universe necessarily. But yeah, so that sounded interesting. Yeah, Henry Cavill is going to do it. Can't wait till he gets kicked out of that franchise too. So what happened with the Superman thing? I don't know any details on that. So they just like decided to change the casting, or did something happen? Okay, so now I get to do some weird shit here. New co-studio heads decided to go with the earlier Superman life. Well, I mean, that kind of sucks, I guess, for Cavill. I kind of like the dude. But like, I didn't really care for the, like, I didn't really watch those. Like, none of the DC movies have really been terribly good, so shit needs to change over in the DC movie stuff. So I hope that that's something that will, they'll whatever changes they do ultimately result in like some decent freaking movies. Because I prefer DC over Marvel. So I like Batman, but they've not been great. Like the last, I don't know. Like I guess the Dark Knight series was the best. But even that, I'm not a terrible like. Yeah, I don't know. I like the animated series, or honestly, the Batman Beyond is like my favorite Batman series. I would love for them to make a freaking movie. It's too bad that they didn't do it while the real Batman was still alive, because he could have played freaking old Bruce Wayne. That would have been fucking perfect. That would have been my dream movie. Probably. Batman Beyond, yeah. Hire the Blade Runner guy and have Harrison play old Batman. I don't know. I couldn't see Harrison Ford doing that. Like, I couldn't see him as old Batman anyway. Peace, Hawkeye. Oh. I remember that Mr. Freeze episode being pretty deep for a kid's cartoon. Yeah, where he was unfrozen or something, or he got out of prison or some shit like that. And then didn't he like commit suicide or something? I don't remember. It's been a while, but I have that on. I have the discs. I could always rewatch it, and I will rewatch it because I always do. So that's one of the shows that is rewatchable, always. The one where it's about his frozen wife and shit. That's like all of the plots, though, isn't it? That's like Mr. Freeze's one thing: his wife being frozen. That's all I've got. It's a one-trick pony, that Mr. Freeze. The one I always think of is that assassin that that's hired to kill the commissioner, and Batman has to protect him and thwart the assassination attempts. She's like a part of some elite assassin group or something, but maybe it's Heart of Ice. I don't know. I just like that one because she has like some, like, the assassin has like some special sword that like cuts through everything and stuff. And I always like swords like that are like cut through anything kind of swords. Oh, Heart of Ice was the Mr. Freeze one, probably. This episode is widely considered the best individual episode of the Batman animated series. Is that the Mr. Freeze? Is that the animated series or Batman Beyond? I thought we were talking about the Batman Beyond one. First animated, gotcha. Okay, I misunderstood. That we're talking about because Mr. Freeze comes back in the Batman Beyond series as well. It's got like one episode. Oh man, this is gonna be. can't I do this? What? Why you gotta be like this sometimes? I don't understand you sometimes, ZBrush. You're killing me, Smalls. So I'll use the box. Jesus Christ. Gotta rotate it now. That's all I wanted. The wife plot episode. That was the original wife plot. I haven't gone through the original animated series recently, so I don't really remember the details of that one in particular, but I have those as well. I think I should watch that and see. I think I was legit afraid of the Iceman for a while because of that episode. The Iceman. I need to watch Beyond sometime. I heard awesome things about it. I tried to go watch some 80s cartoons before my time, but couldn't find any that really helped. You know what? You know which one that I don't know if you'd consider it holding up. I kind of feel like it does. Like if you accept it as like maybe it's a little campy or whatever. Silverhawks I really like. It's really silly. It's kind of silly. It's like it's definitely a kid's. Where can I watch this? Silverhawks is dope. Oh, this might get striked or whatever, but screw it. This is they're like made of metal and they fly through space and shit. It doesn't make any sense, but it's cool. He plays the guitar. He's the bard of the group or something. And what's funny is the bad guy's name. The literal name of the bad guy is Monstar. You see, he's got like a star-shaped thing on his face or something. Yeah, I don't know how well you guys can even see this, but anyway, before I get striked even more or whatever, that's one I like. I want to get like that on DVD or something. I like it so much. But yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's fun. I think it still holds up. It's still like watchable. I don't know if it's like you can binge it though. You probably need to do it in smaller doses so you don't cringe your eyeballs out or something. But anyway, intro alone, I don't remember it at all from when I was a kid though. Yeah, the intro song kind of that's probably what got me, because it's a pretty snappy intro. You into Saint Shiny Armor? I don't know what that is. I do like retro futurism though. Like I like the retro futurism style of art and stuff. And they often have like those sorts of chrome, like women wearing chrome like suits or something. And I guess there's a similarity there. I don't have, maybe it's technically a different genre or something that has those the ones I'm thinking of. But I do like this kind of like, you know, the sort of fishbowl kind of space helmets and that sort of thing. I don't know, it's kind of cool aesthetic. I dig it. Yeah, like this kind of stuff where it's like sort of like headphone type things on the side, like antennas on helmets and shit, and I don't know, that's cool stuff. It's like what the 1950s thought of the future was going to be like. I love that shit. Like I love kind of seeing what, you know, older generations thought the future was going to be like. I like because they're always so like optimistic, right? It's like, oh yeah, we'll be flying cars and, you know, utopia, living in paradise. So much better than what the future actually turned out to be. So, but the aesthetic is cool. I like the aesthetic and shit. I think it would be a fun type of theme to make a game around. I think or aesthetic. So maybe one day. Well, this split. Delete this. Oh, did I just duplicate it? That's the opposite of what I wanted. Neck and Tross, how you doing? You happen to know what software was used to do the original trilogy UV texture unwrapping? I can only guess, Nekatros. And my guess would be they UV'd it in Maya, some older version of Maya, and they textured it in like some sort of Photoshop. There wasn't really, I don't think there was any tools that allowed you to paint directly on the mesh back then. It's sort of newer tools and stuff that have that ability. So they probably just, you know, I think what they did was they just kind of blasted the model with a UV from like a because you can just UV like from an orthographic camera and it just kind of like flattens it. I imagine they just did that, laid stuff out, and then they painted shit in Photoshop. Eminem multiverse. Monsters and space memories. When we gotta, I mean, that's something we've you know, if Eminem is successful, then you know we'll make other games. Like we've already talked about that. Like it'd be cool. Like Sean said it. I think he said it on stream actually. Like, you know, we'll make other games if things work out, right? And he said that any other games that, you know, the company makes has to go down the same route where it's got to be, you stream the development of it, you gain you know, a following, you know, just totally open with the process. So it's Monsters in Space Memories is not as far-fetched an idea as you might think, but it all hinges on like the success of, you know, the first game, right? Because if this doesn't work out, then we don't really have anywhere to build from, I guess, necessarily. We you know, if Eminem flopped, then I mean, I don't know if we'd be able to like just keep doing it. Like if we just said, oh, we'll just make a different game instead, you know, that it would be harder to do probably to start from scratch again and do it the same way in the free time thing, like because we can't really make this we can't take this game all the way to launch, if you like a fully launched game, fully fledged out game, doing it in our spare time. At some point we're gonna need to find a way to get the team working full time on it, to take it all the way to the finish line. So but you know, for the purpose of the goals we have set in our immediate future, like completing the proof of concept and even getting to the testing phases and stuff, you know, we can and have been doing it this way. So I can't even fathom how any of this works, but I love what y'all are making, because we're so OP we don't need them. Gnomes in space. I mean, that maybe that would be a way to get Clockworks going, right? Like it makes sense to have Clockworks in space. Maybe they're not as efficient though, because don't clocks probably needs gravity to function, right? Like analog ones. I don't know how clocks work though. Like, so I could be wrong. There's gears and shit, like the old analog ones. Like there's gears and shit in there, I'm sure. I don't know like what mechanism of you know, how it powers itself. I assume it's like spinning gyro nonsense that would require gravity to function, right? I really think it's gonna pay off for you guys. When this thing is ready, we'll be spamming everything. I hope so. I genuinely hope so, because this is like, I believe in it. I'm rooting for us, obviously. So, and I think we got a good thing going. So it's just a matter of, keeping at it and then seeing how the cards fall in actuality. How are we doing? Let's take a step back here and see how this is all. Delete. I'm a believer. Sounds like Fallout in space. Third expect gnomes get teleport to moon. Well, we have like 2 or 3 moons, right? So that's like 3 expansions right there. Yeah. I don't know what the plan is there actually. I think though, like, what the fuck? Oh, it's weird. There, like, one of the tenants. I don't know if tenant is the right word, but like one of the things that we are gonna want to do, push to do, is the idea of like vertical, like, expansion, I guess. So rather than like creating a new continent far away from like Night Harbor, where it'll just funnel all the players out of Night Harbor into some other area, and you never see people again. As if you're starting as a new player or something, everybody's off in some other fucking place. One of the things we want to try and do is like get away from that, and instead, if we added new content or a new expansion or something, we would go below or above, I guess. That like some of the same areas. So that's the whole idea with the deep zones. So like you would still have a reason to go to Night Harbor, because maybe there's some dungeon or something that's been added to underneath Night Harbor. So you'd still get the foot traffic of higher players running around Night Harbor and stuff, and you'd see them as a new player. But there'd still be new content, right? So on paper it sounds like a good idea. It makes sense. So It's just like a matter of doing it and seeing if it is a good idea or not. Do all races start in Night Harbor? For the purpose of the proof of concept phase, I believe that is what we're doing. The goal is to eventually have unique starting cities for all the races. But that's a huge undertaking, right? So it's not something we're striving to do right away. We're definitely not doing it right now, right? We don't even have the other races in game or anything yet either. So we're just making Night Harbor sort of like a everybody is here kind of situation, like a, you know, a foreign district of a certain city or some such. And that's where a lot of activities will happen for the time being. And then when we are able to branch out with making more stuff, that would be the first content we could start working on, right? To expand stuff. Because like we could get Night Harbor going and we could make enough stuff probably to make some, you know, have some adventures there by itself, and then we can add more stuff as we go. Almost like a safe port. A free port. Yeah. You're picking up what I'm putting down. I mean, I went meh after like 10 seconds of watching some dude play Amazon's $20 million game. 200 million. Sorry. I watched a skeleton run across the screen with a cape on your stream, and you got my attention. It's an interesting thing, isn't it? And I wonder what that, like, is that like from a gamer, from me as a gamer? Like, I feel the same way, right? But I'm like what is, where does that come from? Is that just purely nostalgia fueled for EverQuest, like, or, you know, is it just the fantasy aesthetic? It just hasn't been hit correctly by other games. Like, I'm not even like asking you necessarily, I'm just kind of like this rhetorical question. I'm like just pondering, what is that? What, like, how do you quantify that? I see what you did there. Oh, okay, I read that one. Any idea if Night Harbor will remain a neutral city? I don't know. That's based on lore, and it also is based on your character and who you decide to murder in the streets of Night Harbor. I think it's. I'm kind of like hesitant to really say anything on that, because partially I don't really know, because I haven't really spent time like reading the lore and shit, so I don't really know. But also like some things that I kind of know about also are kind of spoily type things, so I don't know. But as far as I know, I could say this at least. I think Night Harbor would either be, if it were anything, it would be like a human town. So if we built out all the other cities, I feel like Night Harbor would probably remain as like a human starting area, like kind of like Freeport, pretty much. Um, and if it were not that, if there is actually a more human specific town, which I believe there will probably be many of, because humans, you know, tend to bone a lot or whatever the case is. You know, there's going to be like variations of human as well. It sounded like there was a plan there for that. So if there are other human towns and Night Harbor is like more of something else, and it would still be there. Obviously, it would just be something else, I guess. The animation was awesome. Which animation? I missed. Not just EQ, but so much of our childhood cartoons. I just realized the other day that Quanos is Sony EQ backwards. Yeah, like all their names are, is it anagrams? Is the correct term? A lot of that stuff. I don't think we have anything like that in our game. Maybe I should just be faster if I just duplicated this, huh? Let me hide this guy here. And this. Hide everything else. These all the teeth individually. Probably need to fix those up too, probably. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so let me try and just mirror or duplicate that. There's more than just Tunar and Quanos. Like all the ones are, even, you know what, the one that blew my mind actually was what Sean told me was those lizard guys in Classic Ghoul and the jungle, the Fira jungle. Let me see if I can find the name of them, because those lizard guys those are anagrams too. Like the type of, like, their title or whatever, they're like let's go to Kazakh Duel maybe. Yeah, these guys, there's no photo, but you know the Tetu Templar, like the lizard guys, the lizard men. Apparently, according to Sean, this is an anagram for we eat. So there's like another group that's like we are eaten or something. So I think there's like some cannibalism tribe stuff going on there or something. Is this the other one? Maybe that's the same one. It's just got an A in front of it. I don't know. You guys should ask Sean on his stream next time for clarification, because he's telling me about it and I was like, oh, that's fucking crazy. But I don't remember the details exactly, but it was something like that, I think. I could be wrong though. I don't know. The froglock names are usually something about jumping. Yeah. Jumps a lot. We eat. Yeah. Oh, you already beat me to it, I think, when I was searching. Is there another group that that is something else? Or am I just making shit up? We eat Zilla. We love Zilla. Okay. Oops. Okay, so that's where the feet are going, I guess. I'll just merge this all together again, I suppose. Oh, that's alarming. It's weird that was... I have a froglock butler named Flurb. That's a good name for a froglock. Okay. Merging commencing in 3, 2, 1. So it's all merged now. Doot doot doot. It's pretty ugly on the bottom here, but maybe I can just do one of these. And there we go. Beautiful. Love to see it. Oh, what the fuck happened here? Don't love to see that. What the fuck? Damn it. All my EQ tunes are Froglocks. Best race. Newest one, Eggnog Frog. You sit there and make Froglock puns all day. Professional Froglock pun maker. That's like a. You should have like a Twitter that just does that or something. Can you make money off of being just a Twitter joke writer? Is that how that works? What the fuck is this trash? What? Oh my god. You're killing me. Kill me. What am I doing wrong here? I'm doing clicking on something. Hot chocolate with marshmallows. My guardian is named Frog Guardian. Those are good names. I like those. Okay. And now we just go swoop. I'm just trying to clean up some of these edges because when I'm just trying to like clean up edges basically so I can clean up the edges, I guess. It for the what do you call it? Edge flow and stuff. It'll make it easier to get like a better looking, cleaner looking thing if I can have better edges, basically. So, yeah, cool. Okay, so, man, look at that. Let me save this. I don't know how this shit keeps happening, but I'm not a fan. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. So now, what? Where did this come from? That's an old tooth, I guess. Can delete this. Not duplicate. Jesus. H. Delete. Any other nonsense want to go on? Split. Can I flip these without it? Look at that. Look at that magic that's happening right now. In front of your very eyes, I have fixed his teeth. He is 10 times less dorky now. Pow. Now he commands the room. He's much spookier. After getting his ghoul braces off, Gary the Ghoul found himself getting way more camps. Clean the ghoul toes. You know, instead of a lich form for Shadow Knights, a ghoul form or something like that might be fun. Fix the teeth ready for OkCupid profile. Plenty of undead fish. That's pretty funny. Yeah, the only problem with making so Sakai, anytime we let players play as something, any of the monsters or any model basically, there's an expectation that you be able to control it in a similar way than like your regular character, like being able to sit down, being able to, you know, crouch when you loot something, or like even just strafing, you know, if you're running sideways. All those animations need to be made for then that thing that the player can turn into. So that's a lot of extra work. The regular NPCs don't need all those extra things, because like a regular NPC just kind of needs, you know, standing around, running forward, and an attack, some sort of attack animation, and then getting hit and then dying. It's like a much shorter list of things to animate. So that's the only thing that, like, that's the reason why you can't just turn into everything in games and stuff, because like at least the animators are going to be like, well, if we don't have those animations, it looks bad or whatever. Or pretty much the art team in general would say that. I think I would say that, like, so I mean, that's the only thing that would stay my hand in saying, yeah, let's make ghouls a thing. So that's my thank you for coming to my TED Talk, I guess, on that. You know what? This dude is really shaping up. I'm actually, it's coming together. I'm digging it. It's working out. So, let's say this is done. Lots more unnecessary work that would distract from the main version. Yeah, like it's not a bad idea. Like, it would just like if we did that, I would want to do it. Like whenever we do stuff, I like to do stuff right, you know, and just like having people turn into stuff and then having basic animation, it's just not fun. You know, from both an artist standpoint as well as a player standpoint, it's just more immersive and more fun to move normally, like, and especially when you turn into something that isn't a normal player character type thing, like, and you do see it move, in you have those extra animations. It's like, oh wow, that's cool, they spent the time to do that. It's because like you're not used to that stuff, because it's a lot of freaking work. So yeah, like that's the only thing. Like, I would love to be able to do all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff that, like, because it's like with the skeletons, right? Hey Dargath, by the way. Well, like the thing with the skeletons, I would love. I kind of really want to have players, like a skeletal version of all the player races at least. But that's, you know, depending on how it does. Like we had a plan to, maybe it wouldn't be a lot of work, but like we had a conversation that kind of put that into question, whether or not the plan would work. So if our intended plan of retargeting the animations doesn't go through, then that's then suddenly gonna create a massive amount of animations that would then have to be done if we wanted to still do it. So and is it like, and I told Urkin staff, like at that point, like we need to reevaluate if we're even going to do that then, because that's a lot of unnecessary work. As awesome as it is to be able to be an ogre, turn into an ogre skeleton, or be a gnome and turn into a gnome skeleton, you know, we have limits, right, on what we can do with the size of our team. So Hannibal Z Sculptor. Feels like some orb cracks in there. Orb cracks. This is Makut Mech B1 brush. I don't know if that's an orb brush or not. But I could probably use it right here or something. Okie doke. Let me save this again. I'm saving in a paranoid fashion right now because whenever it comes to like merging stuff together like this, it's like, oh, I don't want to lose all this any detail, you know. And maybe I don't even need to merge everything. I think at least the shoulders and the feet probably do, and the hands. So let's attempt to do that at least. All these teeth and stuff probably merge to their own thing. Probably need to up these too. Merge down. Where's the body? Let's grab this. Merge that with the arms. Merge that with the feet. And then that's the hands, right? Okay. Oh man. Yeah, let's just plan a mission, I guess. I don't want to have to redo those toes again. So I can never remember. I need to get some book saver things. Hey Hannibal, how are you doing? Welcome to my stream. My cut. Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, I grabbed him from somewhere. That's there's one of the tutorials I was watching was using that one in particular, and it looked pretty good. So I grabbed that one. But I think that's the only fancy brush I have, honestly. Everything else is stock, I believe. Okay, so shoulder. Probably not a whole lot I need to do with the hand, honestly. It's pretty good. Just soften it, maybe. Me do a little bit of this. Okay. Cool. That was fairly painless. Nice. Okay. So we still got groups on there. Let's do some more here though. With the lasso brush, please. W. Who would look great in a sand hat? You're not wrong. That's a good idea. Seems like for racial skeletons, you could have like 3 different skeleton types and just have different sizes. That's a good backup plan. I guess if it comes down to it, maybe we'll do that or something. Who knows? But the intention I had was to straight up have like a troll shaped skeleton and a gnome shaped skeleton, that sort of thing. Oh. Okay. Rainbow Ghoul. Let's change the music. I need a change there. Let's keep going until we find. That's good. I would love to see it if it's see that if it's possible. Yeah, the forums are. I think this guy turned out overall really well. So far, I think I'm pretty stoked. So, let's save this again. Now that we got our groups, our rainbow. Oh, I didn't do the arms though. Let's just do that real quick. Okay, so hopefully that helps me out here. We'll do save again. Okay, and then we'll store that in the machine. And then we'll go to zero mesh keep groups. Yeah, we're gonna simplify soon. That's what we're doing now, actually. Although this one might not be necessarily the low poly version, but it'll get us started, I guess. If nothing else. So. Actually, I could go even lower, even. So, target poly count. How low can you go? Get rid of adapt, please. That's not a bad start, I guess. I need to lower it even more, but his toes are fucked up. That's okay. His neck is fucked up. That's why he's going like, behold the spooky zombie. Help me. I need to account for the teeth and stuff too when I make the model. Oh, my back, my front, my back, everything. Where's my export button? Export. Import OBJ. Beautiful. merge down. Let's merge all of these into one bad boy. And then we'll dismate that. So I don't think there's any need to have this asymmetrical. So I'll probably just, when I UV it, I'll just do it halfway, like just half of them, and flip it. Ugh. Let's have some water while we wait for this to do its thing. So after I finish the ghoul, the other thing that was on my list was I was gonna do the giant model next, but that doesn't seem to be as high priority anymore. So I'm going to, after I finish this, I'm gonna swap over to doing spell effects and stuff, because pretty much just work on spell effects the rest of the month, I think. And the ghoul isn't really on the list either, to be honest. But like I said, it was, I felt like I was close enough with it that I could get away with just finishing it real quick. We might be able to get it done tonight, honestly. Maybe if I stay late. And shoulder particle effects. I want a spell that it's like Ice Comet, but instead of summoning like an ice comet, it summons like a gnome from the sky, and you just hear like a ah, and then it just like ragdolls onto the mob. That's the spell I want. And then we'll get Robert to do like a really nice like thud sound effect for it. Man, that's all we need really in the game. Gnome comet. The thud sound from when Wile Cody hit the ground. It's just like a really meaty one. That's what I need. Yeah, we're planning on doing that fortress. The way I've been approaching it is I have just been making like the high level ones, like the coolest looking ones or whatever first, just to see what I can do, just to see how cool I can get with it, and then we can strip it back from there. That seems like a good way to go for me, I guess. Just kind of making it up as I go. Are these all grouped together? I guess decimation removed the grouping. It's probably good. Goal. Import. Import this boy. Ogre fighters should be able to equip gnome casters as a ranged weapon. That'd be pretty funny. Okay, so let's just delete half of this right off the bat. And I might as well mirror it. I don't see why not. You did mock up ogre with gnomes as I did. Yeah, it's basically ready to go, right? Easy peasy. It'd be easier to like separate these as well. Do the highest tier backing for that armor. You know what? So we do have backpacks, right? So we could do some fun stuff with that, like legitimately, probably. Like if we had there's some sort of either monster that you captured and it was like a container backpack, or something that you killed and then turned it into a backpack, and then it's just like a skull or something as some sort of like skull or evil eye. We'll have like an evil eye backpack, I'm sure, right? So wear a mimic as a back. Or something captured, tied up. Yeah, exactly. Like a gnome. Oh, got him. Zing. So one thing I kind of want to try and do is just like see how ridiculously low poly I can make this, because I think that's important to not like overly, I guess, but like I just want to see if I can push it a little bit, because part of like the second part of this is like how well does how effective am I at like baking down that detail onto such a low poly thing, because you know it's not super straightforward doing it that way anyway, so I'm curious how it will turn out. Were you going to do the ghoul teeth in 2D or 3D? I was gonna make it 3D just like as part of the jaw, so I was gonna like extend this part down like that and then just bake that down. I think so. I guess there's a hole there. Maybe I could do those separately. It would be more efficient technically to do it with 2D though, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll do it 2D. I don't know. I'll leave. I'll come back to that. I'm undecided. 2D teeth did look good on the XR class in Classic. I'm glad I came back. I'm super curious about this. Yeah, we're doing retop right now. I'm glad you came back too. Thanks for coming back, dude. It's not very exciting though. I will say that. It's not thrilling. Want to dissolve that face. I want to delete that face. How do I always do that before? Dissolve vertices? No. This edges. Dissolve. I don't know. I always do it when I'm only faces. There we go. That's what I want. I always do that when I'm not trying to do it, and when I'm trying to do it, I'm like, I didn't do it properly. So. I can get excited about anything. So what am I gonna do if I move? So the name of this game is like using, it's like a puzzle. This is, I do kind of like retopoing because it's like a puzzle. You're trying to figure out how you can place, edges in a way that maintains the shape overall, but uses as few edges as possible, right? So like trying to figure out how to make this hole, like there's a little weird space here. I guess I could just, I don't know, do I want to move this over? I could just move that. Oh, maybe I'll just do that. It's like not super accurate. I'll just paint the nose whiter, I guess. And then I can have this like so. I can push this in. And then I have my little eye socket. Sort of. If it would, it's not wanting to do it properly, but it's getting all messed up. Because of this mirror. Maybe I'll just, not the mirror, the shrink wrap. I'll just apply it. Connect these. Connect. So now I have my eye socket thing. Like that. Let's move this over. So I can use, since I have the back of the cheekbone here is like a concave thing. I can just pull this in there. So he's just got a really sharp cheekbone. It's not going to be like a one-to-one. Like, is the closer you want to try and keep to the actual shape of the sculpt, the more edges you need. And we're trying to keep it low. So that means I'm going to have to sacrifice you know, certain things like the cheekbone. I'm not going to get this roundness unless I add more edges, so we're just going to end up with a really pointy thing, but that kind of fits our style. That's what we're going for anyway, so it's fine. But you know, it's just like I can't have that roundness. That cheekbone does 1d4 damage. You can cut yourself on that. Okay, so got that. Now we'll do I'm gonna merge this, delete this. Let's see how much, what do we actually need on the forehead here? Come on. Go. Oops. So this is what we got so far on our low poly ghoul head. Kind of, if it fits the basic shape so far. Of course, I've only done like the face, so the jawbone is kind of really doing a lot of stuff, but yeah. It's moving along up the head. Let's merge that. Maybe we can even push this up a little bit more. MCP Live, welcome. Hope your I almost said Thursday. Hope your Friday's going good, man. Last. Merge, dang it. Did you just start with a plane and go from there? No. So what I did was in ZBrush, I don't know how familiar with ZBrush you are, but there's the Z remesher basically, which does an automatic retopologize of whatever you have. And I basically just had ZBrush automatically retopologize it. And I got it like pretty low. And so I have a low poly that ZBrush did, but obviously it's not first of all, it's not low enough, but second of all, it's not as efficient, specifically as efficient as I want it to be. So I'm just taking this and I'm going through and I'm kind of reducing it more and placing vertices exactly where I want them to be and that sort of thing. So it gave me kind of a base to start with, but I'm going through and kind of fixing it up. Oh, and you have it magnetized on the high poly, right? Yep. Oh, that's interesting. I know nothing about ZBrush. Okay. Yeah, ZBrush is this is ZBrush. It's a sculpting tool. It's very good at like getting like high poly stuff, and like it has a lot of operations in it that like kind of do stuff automatically for you to a certain extent. And one of them is kind of retopologizing, but it's not good enough to get like a game ready, like a really efficient game ready mesh out of it. You could get some sort of low poly thing and put it in a game engine and it would probably work pretty well, but like if you wanted something that was really specific, you'd probably need to do it yourself. But this gives me a good starting point, a really good starting point. So it's like rather than doing from scratch, So I'm wondering if I'm going to want to connect these just. If I delete this, what happens? That might actually be better. Of course, wait, no, that's not better. I don't think. Can't tell. Maybe that is better. I might end up adding another one up at the top as well. But for now, we'll leave it, I guess. Will ZBrush allow you to retopo to a specific poly count with their auto retopo? Not exactly. There's like a target poly count, target polygons count over here, which you might not be able to see. wait, scroll up. So this is the Z remesher section, and you can set the target you want, and then there's like some other options to keep groups, keep your poly groups, or you can have the operation run and keep the same amount that you're currently at, and there's an adaptive, all these fucking settings. But the specifically the target poly count is like, it's not an exact thing. It's like it's kind of like setting like resolution, but so you don't know exactly what the exact poly count is going to be. It's because it's going to be like, you're basically setting kind of a range, and then ZBrush goes off and like does like whatever it has to try and get it to retain the shape while also keeping it under that, within that range. So yeah, you don't have a lot of control in that regard. There is, yeah, so that, I mean, I think that's the only thing for remeshing really in that one. There's Dynamesh, but that's a separate thing. And you can have with the Dynamesh, you can actually pick like with this one is gives you actually an exact poly count, so you can actually tell it exactly what poly count you want, and it'll hit that number. But this is also doing a different operation. It's not because the Z remesher kind of lays it out in sort of like something like this, where it makes kind of sense, some sort of low poly thing. Like, okay, we'll try and make it low and sort of efficient or whatever. But the Dynamesh, what that does is it just cuts everything up into squares. So if we go to like 500,000, so it just squares off everything like this, right? And it doesn't give a shit about the orientation of anything. Like, it's not being like, oh, okay, this might be an elbow and it goes down this direction, so we'll make the edge loop at an angle. No, it's fucking square in this shit. Like, it doesn't give a crap, right? So that's it's fine for what it's used for. It's not used for getting a low poly thing. It's used for like kind of resetting your mesh, kind of. Because like if you're like if I go up here, so if I'm like doing a thing where I'm like pinching it, I want to get like a sharp edge on this thing, like this, for whatever reason. And you're like, oh, I want this really sharp edge right here on this thing. Like, you're gonna end up with some fucked up geometry like this. And you're like, oh, well, if I want to continue doing more stuff, then I have to like either subdivide it more and just get more fucked up squares, or I kind of reset stuff. Like, it'll be like, okay, we've changed some geometry, let's chop it up into those squares again, kind of where it's at right now. And so if I run the operation again, you'll see that it squared off stuff again, but it still has that
hi guys,
that little edge I made, but it's not super sharp right now because of the resolution I made, the resolution I set it at, but also due to the fact that it squares it off and it doesn't give a shit about the orientation of anything. So it's not like a super efficient edge, right? That's why it's kind of jaggy like that. So so it's used for like when you're sculpting stuff and you're like, okay, I need to kind of get some stuff in a certain place, then I need to clean it up, and then once you kind of get to a certain point with a sculpt, then you start when you start wanting to get a higher resolution, that's when using the Z remesher is better, because you can get more efficient edge loops, and then you can push it higher without like tanking your frame rate. Because like I said, this is if I like subdivide this more, the edge will get sharp again, but like we're now at like 28 million quads, so it's not it's not efficient at really working like that. And it's a pain in the ass too when you're like, because like the more dense a mesh is, the harder it is to like smooth shit out. I can't smooth this out anymore because the resolution is so fine that my smooth brush just has a hard time like really smoothing shit out. So yeah, thanks for coming to my TED talk about ZBrush. Hey, all you new folks, sorry I was rambling. Maxima Axe, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Voxel Forge, welcome. Hello, I have never heard of Dynamesh Master. Yeah, it's a plugin. It's not, I don't think it's there by default. I think you have to install it, but it is a ZBrush plugin. So you can actually get it for free on their website. You just have to go to their plugin section or whatever, the resource section. It should be here somewhere. Dynamesh utility. I think that's it. Dynamesh Master. Yeah, I think this is it. This is what it is. So it's on the ZBrush website. It's like you got all these other things too you can download. So it's Dynamesh Master is great. I highly recommend it. I use both. Like it's using the same kind of function, but it does it differently, I guess, because you can control, like, because this is controlling the actual poly count, whereas Dynamesh, the regular Dynamesh, is just a resolution, and it's not necessarily picking the poly count. It's kind of a different thing. It's more of a range versus an exact number, which is really good. If you're trying to, like, especially when you're like merging large body parts and stuff together, it comes in handy. That's what I use it for. But yeah. So that's that. Let's get back to retopo in this bad boy. Merging large body parts together. Now you have my interest. I know, right, John? I got you. Sex. Haha, I do the sex. This is an adult stream, by the way. If you haven't figured it out. I'll check it out sometime. I'm doing hard surface right now, so I'm using Remesher. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done like hard surface stuff in ZBrush, so I don't know. I don't know if Dynamesh is as useful in that scenario, because you kind of, I guess when you're first like sorting shit out, it might be good, but like after a certain point when you're trying to refine shapes and stuff, it might be less useful because it will, you know, you'll lose the clarity of your edges and stuff. Have you tried Blender sculpting? Just curious. I haven't really given it a fair shake yet. I'd like to, but I'm just like, I need to like sit down and like kind of figure it out, like get used to it. And I just haven't spent the time to do that. I keep seeing like folks, you know, sculpting in Blender and stuff, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. I just, you know, there's like a learning curve to getting used to how to do it, to do certain things in there. Delete. Only in conjuration, with using the knife cut. Conjunction. Yeah, there's this new the new cut knife tool or whatever. The new knife curve, I guess. I just started using that and it's pretty dope. Not this one actually. The knife lasso. It's cool when it works. I don't know. Oh, it's because I got sub-Ts. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. It's going to take a while because that's high poly. I probably should have lowered that. The underbite. Yeah. So, yeah, this, let me actually... go back here if I can. This knife lasso is really cool because it closes, like when you do the cut, it closes it really well, even on weird shapes. Like that's a really clean cut. The other tool, the other knife, the slice, I guess, or the trim lasso doesn't do as good a job with that. Like it does shit like this. Like that's no bueno. This is good bueno. That's bad bueno. I don't speak Spanish. So the cool thing is using that is also creates a polygroup. Yeah, I think they both do, right? Yeah, they both do, but this does such a better job at cutting or filling the hole that Yeah, I don't even use this one anymore. With sharp cuts, you can crease by polygroup, and then Z remesh. You can use the PG increase. Yeah. Yeah, I should try and make some armor or something one of these days. Actually, that is something that I had intended to do for that troll I made, the EverQuest troll model. I wanted to revisit that and give him armor. I was gonna make him look like some Shadow Knight armor or something, or give him the sword. I do this. Is that gonna be weird? Yeah, that's kind of weird. I'll do something else there. I guess I'll go over the top of the head here. I'm not sure what I want to do with the teeth yet, so I'm just gonna leave those. I'll just keep moving. Um, okay, let's say that's goodish for that. And then we'll move on to the body, I guess. Maybe. He looks less cool without his teeth or his mouth. Less badass. More geriatric. Oh no, it's the geriatric ghouls. Are coming for us very slowly. We better run away. No teeth? What's it going to do? Gum me to death? You wish. I don't know about this actually. I need to change this. Well, maybe that's fine. I don't know. I don't know. I'll leave it like that for now. I need to move on. I know, John. I know. Okay, let's go to the torso. Ugh. Yawn. Oh man, so it's 9:30. I normally stop at 9. So I don't want to stop yet. Not ready just yet, but I am starting to yawn. It is past my normal time. And at this rate, doesn't look like I'm going to finish tonight, even if I keep going. So, I don't know. Maybe, probably got another half hour, realistically. But I'll probably jump on tomorrow. 24-hour goal stream. No. But I'll probably jump on tomorrow and work more on this because I definitely do want to try and finish this weekend. So that might be a thing. I do. Could be a 24-hour ghoul stream starting tomorrow. 12-hour stream. 8-hour stream. 8-hour stream with a lunch break. We'll play it by ear. Yawn. No paid lunches, sorry. Well, then I quit for an hour. I also need to I need to look at how I did some of the this one. I need to check the topology of stuff as well to make sure you're doing it right. I've actually I have 2 dungeons and dragon sculpts. Nice. I think he's going down. Header cap and a flyer. That's cool. Flyers are cool. Header caps, I don't know what, I don't really know what those are. How do you do the head only thing when streaming? Been trying to get the swing of streaming, but I get too caught in the sculpting and head only. Are you talking about like the green screen? I just have a green screen, if that's what you're asking. But if you're asking like, yeah, yeah, I have an actual green screen, and some lights to light it up all purdy and stuff. Oh, it's green. Yeah. Don't have any other green things I can hold up. Not really. I'm not into horror. This is like a spooky dude, but I'm not going for like horror with this necessarily. He's like an undead dude, but the style of the game is like a charming thing. So even scary stuff like zombies and ghouls and things will have a certain kind of charm to them. So it comes down to, for this guy in particular, it comes down to the texture work, really, because he is kind of spooky right now. So I need to like make him a little bit less scary, I think, as we're going along here. That'll reel in the viewers. Maybe. I don't know. You could try it, I guess. I think it's less about what you look like, though, and more about, like, you know, being enjoyable to watch and stuff, I guess. Like, just being not, like, listening to the person or whatever. Like, I'm not saying I am that or anything, but, like, the people, like, the streamers and YouTubers and stuff I frequently visit are... I visit them because I'm interested in what they're saying about stuff. So Zukan's hot tub stream is what drew me in. Stayed ever since. Yeah. Still gotta get that. Still gotta get that hot tub stream going. Oops.
Hi guys.
I do print and paint. Well, I'll paint something sometime. I should clarify he was sculpting a hot tub. Oh, I missed that. Hey, Hyrie Towel, welcome. Thanks for the follow.
Howdy.
Um, it's interesting. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so Jay should be drawing. Hey, thanks for the follow as well. I appreciate you guys joining. I sell stuff, but once I get the impotence, I'll stream sometime. Nice. What am I doing with this? It's not what I'm doing with this. I'm going crazy over here. I'm going crazy over here. Oh, some shit happened here. Okay. Yeah, I need to. This is being weird right here. Collapse. There we go. That's better. Voxel Forge. Thanks for the follow,
Howdy.
man. But get my painter to stream. We're painting on stream tomorrow night. Nice. We got
Quick question.
Oh.
When was the last time you hit save?
Good call. Thanks, John. I have not saved at all, actually. Go 1. There we go. Bingo. Bingo bango. Up a little bit. So I'm here with I guess I need to do this. Collapse. Cool. I don't know if this little edge right here is enough for the hip area. Feels like it's not enough, but we'll see. The whole butt area is really kind of a tricky spot. Tricky. I might wait on that. Yeah, I need to do something about this side bit too, I think. So I want to look at some reference on that area, because but I'll do that tomorrow. Okay. Well, it's like almost 9. It's 9:50 almost here. Which is almost 10 o'clock, which is almost an hour past my bedtime. So I think this is a good kind of stopping point for now, I guess. So it doesn't look like much right now, but this will be our ghoul. But I could just do this actually. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for me tonight, guys. Thanks for all the follows and everything. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that. And for any new folks,
Make it chunkier.
who are not aware of what this whole guy's for, this is our little ghoul. This is a ghoul monster for the game I'm working on called Monsters and Memories. It's an indie. We're making an indie MMO that's kind of inspired by those old school MMOs like EverQuest, Ultima Online, Asheron's Call, and so forth. So that's kind of what we're trying to make, something that's like that, because those are the games we like a lot, and we wanted to make a game like that. So this dude I'm making now is another NPC for that. I've made a bunch of other dudes, and we got other folks on the team who have all also stream while they're working on stuff. And I can, if I can get to my thing here. If you're in chat anyway, you can see the links to our website. We have a Discord, and then the other folks who stream on the team are Pattis the Ranger, A Loving Robot, and the Goblin Works. So if you're around while they're on, you can also catch them on working on stuff and so forth. So, but yeah, that's all I got right now. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks again, and see ya.